Indeed, it is Hump Day. Karsch, Scott Anderson, 97.1 a ticket. 248-539-9797. We got open lines. Anything on your mind? Fair game. Gator today is basking in the glory of the Cubs' loss, as you are the biggest Cubs hater I know.
Well, it's Cubs fan haters. I don't care about the baseball team. It's the fans.
You do not like the Cubs fans.
Nope.
This goes back years.
Yep.
And you know what I think it is? Is that they didn't hurt when they lost for years.
They didn't care.
Because they didn't care.
They just didn't care.
They were at Wrigley Park, too?
It's a party. Aren't we great fans? We go to the games during the day and we drink. Signed every fan of baseball in the world. You're nothing special. By the way, your team sucks. For years, they sucked. They don't suck now, but boy, do they suck for a long time. We don't care. We're just here having a good time because we're great fans. Who's on your team? I don't know, but Harry Carey likes Budweiser.
I thought it was old style. Whatever. The point being, you were happy to see the Cubs lose. They lost the play-in game. Or
ecstatic to see the Cubs lose. Not only did the Milwaukee Brewers get to celebrate at Wrigley Field for beating the Cubs and winning the division. You go back to last year, the LA Dodgers, they got to celebrate at Wrigley Field for advancing in the playoffs. And then yesterday and last night, early this morning, we got to see the Colorado Rockies celebrate a playoff win where they eliminate the Cubs at Wrigley Field. That's satisfying.
My man Gator's happy over there.
Well, I applaud Chicago, man. They know how to throw a party for the other team.
So then there's this. The Lions cut D. Virgin. Now, D. Virgin.
Who's D. Virgin, Doug?
He was the guy on special teams who downed the punt on the 1-yard line, except his stepped on the goal line, which made it a touchback. I was sitting next to an official at a Big Ten game. I actually think it was the Michigan State game, the one where Chris Perry carried the ball 51 times.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yep. So I was sitting next to an official, a former official that explained the rules, the difference between the college and the pro touchback rules for people who don't know. The college rule is just like a touchdown. If the ball, even just the very tip of the football crosses the goal line or touches the goal line, it's a touchback. So a player can lay in the end zone with their hand out of the end zone and stop the football from going in the end zone. As long as the ball doesn't get to the end zone, it's not a touchback. You can down it that way. So any player, it doesn't matter where the player is. All that matters is where the ball is in the college game. In the NFL game, it's like a basketball out of bounds. If the ball bounces on the 1 and into the end zone and you take off, catch it and throw it back and somebody possesses it in bounds, it's downed there. D. Virgin caught the ball on the 1-yard line or inside the 1.
He was inside the 1, yeah.
But his toe was on the line. So it's like basketball out of bounds.
Mm-hmm.
You're out of bounds.
He's out of bounds.
It's a touchback. And that was the difference between the college and the pro rule, and I don't think they've changed since. But anyway, the D. Virgin stepped on the line. He got cut. You remember early in the year where Bradley Marquez was so bad at covering punts as the gunner?
Yeah.
He got cut the next week.
Yes, he did.
But I don't know if this is a sign that Bob Quinn can't find successful guys to cover kicks or that Bob Quinn isn't messing around when it comes. Probably both. But the Lions GM let D. Virgin go. A very, very punitive move for a guy that there's probably more to it. But the one time we saw him, he made one mistake, and that was it.
Well, by a toe.
By a toe.
By a toe. Had he not had that toe on the line and they'd been able to down the ball at the half-yard line,
one would presume he would still be here.
He might be Special Teams Player of the Week. Honestly, for a play like that.
Well, Brett Maher, the kicker
or whatever,
yeah, he was the he was the special team.
Yes, he was the Special Teams Player of the Week, ironically, for having a chance to kick the field goal at the end of the game and having kicked 3 other field goals in that game. But, yeah, imagine the change of fortunes if that had been downed at the half-yard line, if you just paid a little more attention to where that foot was.
Yep.